make sure that we're able to handle the snow and ice. And when we're driving, if we hit a patch of ice, we have the ABS. See, ABS is activated to help us. It's really important that you understand about the snow and ice, and you want to look ahead and lift your foot off. When the temperatures are sub-zero, we have to really be aware. Right now, it's not sub-zero, it's 20 degrees. So this means we have black ice out here. We want to gently squeeze the brakes and test the surface and be smooth and stop. We want to look left and right. Then we want to come up to the edge of the road. The system is set up so we follow the rules. This is the highway transportation system. This is where people are making decisions and making choices. We have to be careful and we have to make decisions in order for us to be successful. I'm trying to get out on the road and time my turnout, and then here's a gap, and then I gently accelerate up. You can hear the motor upshifting. Let's talk about the pavement markings. A lot of drivers have questions. The edge line is to the right. That is the white line. That marks the edge of the road. We have broken white lines. This separates traffic going in the same direction. We also have a solid white and broken white line. That is for left turns only. This is asphalt. It can conceal black ice, and also black ice can be on concrete because it's clear. You as the driver want to be aware. We want to keep good speed and good space. We want to adjust our braking distance, our space. And it's always important that you understand the rules of the road, because we want to have a good driving record. We want to have a very good insurance rate, because when you apply for insurance, they're going to check your driving record. They're going to check your address. They may even run a credit report. We don't know all the things that the insurance companies do, but we really need to be aware to get the best rate possible. We're scanning left, middle, and right. We see cars coming out. So everyone is timing what cars are doing. Everyone had to go through a driver's education program. Whether you went through your high school, you went through a third party. I'm a state certified driving instructor. I teach adults and teens, and I'm going to take you on your journey to be successful. We want to look left and right. I need you to subscribe, and I need you to leave comments. Thank you. We always want to keep space around us. Yesterday when we were driving an adult, a car broke down in front of us. My student was not aware what's going on. If I did not turn the wheel to the right, we would have rear-ended the car. So I always need you to be aware and be alert, such as this material that is in this truck to the left. I do not want to be behind them. This car to the left, this Kia, that's a wrong decision. You see how they're tailgating, right? Never that. Whenever you look at these instructional videos, we are demonstrating fundamentals on what you need to do and how you need to improve. We always signal early. We always take our time and get into the road appropriately. And when you signal, you're going to let people know what you're doing and give them a chance to change lanes, slow down, or speed up. We always want to have good speed control and make sure our headlights, tail lights, and windshield are clear. It should be clear for you right now.
Hi, what can I get for you?
Hi, I need a number 7 meal, extra large.
Sausage or bacon?
Sausage, please.
Okay.
The drink is an original. I need a shot of hazelnut, 1 cream, 1 sugar.
Okay.
And instead of the hash brown, I need a croissant.
A regular croissant?
I'm sorry. Instead of the hash brown, I need an apple fritter. Sorry about that.
Okay, nothing else?
And I need a large ice water too, please.
Okay, that's all?
Yep, thank you.
979.
Oh, you're still awake in the morning. You know you got to wake up out here and you got to have your meal. So we're out here on the road and we're really going to be talking about early morning driving. It's 7 a.m. Eastern Standard Time in the Midwest. So we're going to be dealing with traffic. I'm going to show you how to navigate through this. And we all need to have a meal to wake us up in the morning. But also we're going to be doing some main thoroughfare driving and then getting on the expressway.
Good morning, 979.
Good morning. How you doing today? Good.
That's good. So I was in the bag for your water.
I appreciate that.
And there you are, okay. And of course your card.
Yep.
Every day.
Thank you for the great service.
You're welcome.
And it's about service. Okay. I'm in the service industry because I'm an educator and as well as I do driver's education. So we're going to talk about getting out on the road, being safe, and really being that defensive driver. It's a lot of ice out here. It's really cold. So we don't want to hit the gas real hard and spin out. We could hit the wall. Your foot could get stuck between the gas and brake. Hopefully you can hear me. If you can, just give me a thumbs up. Had some audio problems before. So we're going to go to the end of the driveway. Go down to the bottom. That was really great customer service. Okay, clear. I'm going to get all the way over to the left. And this is a J turn. And I'm going really easy. I don't want to spin out. I've had clients spin out. And then we want to slow down early, being able to see the rear of the tires on the ground. And if you want to be the next generation driver, you need to be reaching out to me. We want to go ahead and prepare ourselves mentally. Our car has a half a tank of fuel. We're warmed up. We're mentally ready to go. Windows are clear. I want you to join me as we get on the expressway. I'm going to show you some things you need to do to be successful. We want to stay with the flow of the traffic. Remember, everyone out here, they don't care about us. They're trying to get to work. They're trying to get home. They're trying to do what we need to do. So we want to be ready for challenges for us. And we want to keep going. We want to look left and right over the railroad track. And I'm driving an automatic. I've driven manuals before. And then I'm going to squeeze my brake and use the ball of my foot. As long as we can see the rear of the tires, we're safe. And you have to prepare mentally if you have a flat tire. If you have a breakdown, it does happen. Hopefully you can see this pretty good. There's a little bit of glare. You have to be ready for fumes that could come in. That diesel's to the left, that's a clean air diesel. But the rules are going to change because the CAFE standards will be eliminated with the current administration. This person waited till the last second. I'm going to go ahead and be nice, let them in, see we're communicating. Come on, man. Get over. Nope. Didn't want to get over. So this person is hesitating. That's you in the morning. That's you driving. I waved, I tapped. Okay. And now I want to turn on my right turn signal. We're going to be getting on the interstate. The interstate is a limited access. You take a ramp to get on, ramp to get off, and I'm going to go in slow. And we don't want to spin out. We see the shiny spots. It is black ice. Not if, it is. So you can hear the turbo picking up. We're at about 55. And we have large vacuum trucks, semi-trucks, and we are moving. We're about 70 right now. And then I'm going to look over my shoulder, and I want to get right out to the first lane, and that's sufficient for now. I want to kind of observe what is the traffic doing. Settle down, keep good speed, good space, and mentally focus on smooth, safe driving. I am an enthusiast. I do love driving, and I want to show you guys through this how to pass your test, how to be a safe driver, because no one wants an accident. Okay, I'm going to get over. I use my blinker. They didn't. So that goes to show you this person is inconsistent. And be consistent. I don't really want to be behind them, so I'm going to change lanes. I don't want to follow. I want to be a leader. Okay, I'm going to get over one lane to the left. 3 blinks. It takes 10 years to become secure and a master at driving. Don't let people fool you and say, oh, I learned in one day. I learned in 1 month. No. You have to go through snow. You have to go through rain. You have to go through fog. Those are forms of precipitation. Rain, sleet, snow, and fog. You have to go through rush hour traffic, New York, Chicago, Detroit, Los Angeles. You have to go in the flat plains of Kansas. You have to go through Iowa. I've been through those things, and I have videos to show you. I'm lifting my foot a little bit, taking my time. Traffic is really close here. I don't want to be in a wolf pack. Not an animal, whoa, but a group of cars. So I'm really trying to be mindful and keep good speed and good space. What you see, there's a Cadillac Escalade, larger vehicle. There's a Kia behind a GMC. Only left lane open. Oh, there's something going on further ahead. That's a message board. Guide signs telling us that there's the Golden Arches. The brown and white sign is recreation. You need to know your signs. I don't know if you guys really are paying attention during the driver's education class, but we're here saving lives. We're here trying to make a difference. We're trying to help you obtain your license. And I think it's making a commitment. Make a commitment to learning how to drive. I'm making a commitment to you to bring you videos daily and to edit those into shorts or reels. I really can't see around this truck, so I'm going to back off and follow a distance. So, in fact, I'm going to go ahead and get over. Lift my foot, take my time. No one's trying to spin out of control. Good, I'm going to make a lane change back. That truck seems to be lifted a little bit. And I want to go really smooth to the curve. I had another client out. They were really all over the road, kind of jerking the wheel, not really doing their best driving. It's not what we need or want. Man, it's so windy. I'm looking ahead, I see a slow down, I'm squeezing my brake. We're not trying to rear end someone. Speaking of rear end collisions are the most common. We're not a truck. We could put on our four-way flashers, but we're not trucks. We're just going to gently squeeze our brake, slow us down, and start scanning left, middle, and right. Rear end collisions are the most common. Side swipe collisions. And we're trying to avoid this. We're not trying to be a statistic on the I-94 corridor. Through certain cities, people drive fast, 85, 95, 100. This is not NASCAR. Drive like your lives depend on it. In a NASCAR situation, we're out on a structured high-speed course, cement barriers, high bank curves, chains. So we really have to be aware of what's going on and be safe. You can see We're just sitting here, and imagine not paying attention, going 80 or 90, and all of a sudden you have to stop. You're going to rear into a car or a truck. And we're shouting out Wham Bam Tesla. They really illustrate this, and I show my clients this all the time. Get a dash cam so you can protect yourself in case of an accident. I think it's going to be more common. Now, I'm not sure what's going on. Could be an accident already. We have left early for work, so we don't have to stress. We have fuel, we have food, we are good. So we're just going to have to ride this out. I'm not sure what lane is open or closed, but we're ready. And you might have to get off this expressway, take another route, which I've done before. It kind of sucks, I'm not going to lie. It's a hassle, it's a pain, but this is what it is on a Monday morning in the I-94 corridor, or I-75 or I-65 or any main road across or expressway across the United States. And we just keep space, take our time, make sure our car is in good working condition, our tires, our brakes, our cooling system, our heating system. And I do have a hat, I do have the proper jacket, just in case the car breaks down, I need to get out and walk. But 19% of motorists who break down could run through a situation where you get struck by a car, and I don't want to be part of that 19%. So we really got to be aware. And I'm mentally alert. I do have a long day at the office, driving for adults, 4:30 to 6:30 virtual class, and then 8:30 to 10:30. So if you're committed to helping people and working, you do your job. And I think that's super important, that you do your job, that you're patient, and that you really are aware of what's going on. Awareness will help you become a better driver. Looking at videos, subscribing to the content, participating in live, and those things will definitely help you become a good driver. As long as we're moving, I'm fine with it. Usually we'll get an alert. Good, thank God I left early. Man, it's really important. And I think it's mental awareness. When you're out driving heavy traffic like this is no joke. Okay? A lot of people make, oh, it's easy, it's this, that. You got to mentally be prepared. Because you never want to be caught off guard and have an accident or an emergency. And if you go to work every day, you're used to this ride, you're used to this routine. Every day is different. And one of the leading causes of death in the United States is an automotive crash. I want to reduce those statistics. I want to have the next generation kings and queens be good drivers. And that's part of my journey, is to help you guys. It's very frigid temperatures, so there are a lot of people who are not fortunate enough to have a home. We're at 10 miles an hour in the 70. Definitely looks like an accident. I can do three things. Stay on, get off at the next exit, or plan a route that's the most effective. You can see all these semi trucks here. They have a right to the road just like we do. The county and state police will eventually be here and direct traffic. You can also go for a ride along. Had a client, her dad was a state police officer. He invited me for a ride along. I'd like to know what's going on in my community, in my county, in my region. Just joined us, we are in a traffic accident situation. Someone has spun out, lost control of their car. So we're just here on the I-94 interstate. We're sucking, just here. But we got a half a tank of gas, we got our food, we're not late, we're okay. If I have to get over, I will, to get off and take other routes, but that's terrible, because everyone is going to do the same thing. So we're here. I want to say good morning to all of you. This just shows us how small we really are. We all have to share the road. I will be putting together some reports, and if you let me know the area you live in, we can tell you the areas that are problematic. We like to use data, the flock, cameras, crash data from state police, because this helps us make better informed decisions. You know, what type of cars break down, like a consumer report. You know, we could do a traffic report to help us understand. The one thing I can say, I'm prepared. I'm prepared for what we're going to face, and I don't have to worry. I'm not worried about the car. I'm aware. I'm not worried about the car. You can see the lights behind us. So we're just trying to really be aware. And you can see the brake lights. Every second does count, because if you really want to make an impression on your employer, you have to be on time or early. My evaluation was last week. I got a great evaluation because I come to work early. I'm not late. I don't leave early. I show my employer that I'm committed. And if I'm committed, at the end of the year, I'll get another bonus. Every year we get a bonus because of work dedication. And a lot of you will be from your late teens to your early 20s. You should figure out what you want to do. Are you going to go into the skills trade? My dad was an electrician. He worked for Ford, right? He had his own electrical company. My mother was in the medical field, a nurse, educated. Okay, I'm college educated. You know, working out here, dealing with traffic, meeting the client where they are. You know, meeting with judges. You know, looking at policies. As long as you're doing something, my parents always used, as long as you're working, we don't care what you do, just work. Okay? Gary Vaynerchuk, you know, realizing your potential. You know, social media today, you can do so much. You know, illustrating the journey of an instructor, some of the hazards. Right now, we're just keeping space. There's got to be an accident somewhere. Hopefully no one is hurt, but we're just going to deal with it. curve, as long as the traffic's moving, I'm fine. Seems to be slow. I don't see a tow truck or law enforcement yet, but it doesn't mean they won't be here. This is the Chevron alignment sign, means this is a sharp curve. These cars are cutting over. What's wrong with this person? I sound like I'm mad at everybody. What's wrong with this person? But you got to have a mental mindset. We made some content in Chicago and downtown Detroit a couple days ago. It was very interesting to be in that environment. You have to look at that. As long as we're moving, I'm fine. It just shows you how much truck traffic it is. It's like we're international border. U.S. to Canada, U.S. to Mexico. I mean, that tailgating, I don't have to use the brakes a lot. And I think early on, having good instructors at the high school level, good instructors at college, good instructors in grad school, and then having good life experiences, getting into the transportation industry, making a decision to be an instructor. It's not for everyone. A lot of people get scared, they make mistakes, they zone out. I had a young man yesterday, I told him to go right, he went left. And if I didn't turn the steering wheel, we would have hit a car. I didn't want to take his head off, but that's deadly. So I'm really trying to be aware. Because you have to care about your community. Because we're going to have a generation post-COVID. Sorry about the trucks. We're going to have a generation post-COVID who's not going to want to drive, Uber and Lyft, and then we have the robocabs. And driving is not for everyone because you have to have a job. You got to put gas in or charge your car. You have to have insurance, tires, maintenance. Thanks, Dad. Thanks, Robert. Thanks, Gilbert. Those are some of the OGs that helped me work on my car when I was in high school, who taught me it's okay to get on the ground and get under your car and tighten the header bolt and, you know, check your transmission cable. And if it's cold, you get out there, you put a blanket down. A lot of people don't want to get dirty anymore. They want to take it to a shop. And if you're not educated about your car, you're going to end up spending a lot of money and have unnecessary, sorry about the trucks, you're going to have unnecessary expenses. And I think we need to have more schools and communities invest in the skilled trades, being an automotive technician, being a laborer, working on an assembly line. Everyone is not going to do stuff with AI. Everyone's not real good at math and science. I see it every day. We have a large group of Americans that struggle in reading, and we have to be honest. I'm willing to help. So if you're listening and you're a company, you need to seek me out, because I've done education over 24 years, and a lot of younger families are having kids that don't have discipline. They can't read, poor attendance. And the same thing with driving. One student told me his mother is an engineer, works for Ford. Dad's an engineer, works for Ford. I said, why did you miss the first day? I was too busy. I said, what? His mom looked at me. She was really embarrassed. She actually looked down. I looked at her. I looked at her son. I said, wow, you get in the car, you drive first. So if you really want to know what's going on, thank you. If you really know what's going on, you need to be getting deeper. Ask questions. I put survey questions up all the time. And our truck drivers, God bless them. There are a lot of foreign truck drivers, no hate, no cap, that don't have the proper endorsements, and they're causing accidents. There was a huge accident in Texas a moment ago when people lost their lives. A lot of drivers and owner-operators are not doing proper paperwork. Why would you drive a truck where you know the brakes aren't good, the tires aren't good, and then you won't be good and you're going to crash? I never want to get caught in that situation. The same thing when I do driver's education. If I'm in a garbage car, I'm going to tell the corporate company. I'm going to say, listen, I need another car. Oh, okay, no problem. Sorry about me talking louder. The trucks are here. So it's a reality out here, and I think if you're lazy and you cut corners and you don't really follow up with mechanical repairs and paperwork, you're just really going to let your community down, your company down, and you're going to be terminated. No one wants to be terminated, and you got to work hard. I know I've worked hard. No job is a perfect job. Sometimes you get fired. Sometimes you quit. Sometimes you take a buyout, and you have to do what's best for you. All companies aren't good, and you really have to look, does this company have my best interests in mind? Most of them don't. We're in America, and it's a market economy. We're trying to make money. And if it doesn't make money, then you're wasting your time. Okay? This is teaching you that, hey, if I get out and learn to drive, I'm going to be in traffic. Just like this. It's going to suck. Okay? I used to drive a manual, and shifting from first, lifting the clutch, oh my God, it was terrible. But imagine these truck drivers. They're doing the same thing because all of these semi-trucks aren't automatics. I don't know if your parents or I don't know if your parents, you see this huge truck coming over. It's crazy. I don't know if your parents or your high school counselors or your college counselors or your career coordinator or your probation officer, do they even talk to you about this? Are they sitting down and really preparing you? Because a lot of young people are lost. You think you're going to be some Instagram model, you're going to blow up on TikTok, you're going to be on YouTube. No one cares. You're not getting views. Okay? Online shopping is huge. Right? Do you have the proper setup? Are you really doing what people want? Are you looking at your analytics? I know some of you are listening and you're thinking, and some of you don't care. And that's fine too. I do look at your comments and I apply to the ones that are intelligent. So we're just taking our time, no stress, teaches patience. Imagine those truck drivers driving 8 hours, 6 hours, 10 hours. You do what you love. And that's important. And there's some great instructional videos. There are great content creators. Okay? Turbo John, he's another automotive person I watch. He's in the Carolinas. He does car content. I've learned a lot. I'll meet him one day, have him work on my car. Okay, the Moore Mafia. They're also in the Carolinas. Great people. I actually called him on the phone. He talked to me. He said, keep posting videos. Keep educating your community. You will grow to 100,000. I'm almost at 30K now. And it takes a lot of work. A lot of you aren't willing to work. Okay, Linus Tech Tips. I had a chance to meet him in Texas a couple months ago. He's going through incredible transformation. Okay, he started from zero, worked hard. You know, tastes change over time. I was at 1.6 million views. I'm down to 784,000. You've got to make better content, better titles. You've got to hook people in, connect with their journey. I think he made $24 million off of AdSense. I don't really have products. I do have a stand store, and you want to look at the link, and if there's something interests you about driving, buy it. I'm available for coaching calls. I'm not cheap. A lot of people are, inquiring about lessons. I'm available because I am a state certified driving instructor, and I feel that brings value to people and adults and teens. A lot of adults are embarrassed to learn how to drive. And I get it. And it costs money. No one works for free. We're just here waiting. And some of you live in outlying areas. You don't have this traffic. Some of you live in New York, Detroit, okay, Houston, Texas, Los Angeles, California. This is every day. There's so many issues going on. You know, what's happening in Michigan? You know, what's happening to the Lions? They're losing. What's happening to the Costa Ram? I have our new AI machine, gaming machine, social media. Thank goodness I bought RAM, everything I needed. You know, driving to a major, you know, department store and dealing with traffic. I'm in the left lane. You can tell by the solid white line. And if you're a truck driver, you have a bird's eye view of what's ahead. You're up much higher in the air. I've been in a semi truck before. We drove to Buffalo, New York. Incredible experience. I'm so happy that I did that. I learned a lot about truck drivers, and I respect them. So if you're a truck driver, shout out to you. We all need coaching to prepare for jobs, prep for interviews, football opportunities, social media opportunities. So if you're in traffic like this, you're just taking your time. You're patient. And I understand a lot of you don't have patience. So hopefully you learn from me that if you don't have patience, you're going to end up not driving, having an accident, high insurance rates. Oh my goodness. What can we do? Nothing. Yeah, you're right about that. It's crazy. Thank you, D. It's crazy out here. It's obviously an accident, a breakdown. You just lose your mind sometimes. Other times, you just got to think about all the challenges you went through in life, and then how you overcome adversity. It could be a relationship. It could be a bad boss. It could be a bad school you went to. Maybe your supervisor didn't really explain something to you, then they want to write you up because you don't understand. I've been through that too. Or maybe you're trying to figure it out and your mom or dad wants you to become an electrician and you're trying to go to college. I had that decision to make. As I look back, I felt like I made the right decision, although to be an electrician today and have, you know, wealth in the family, I think would have been important. But at the point when I had to make a choice to go to college, play football in college, I was blessed, or go to become an x-ray technician. My mom was in the medical field. X-ray technicians make great money. Or to work under my dad and become an electrician. You can't do all those things. Sometimes you have to figure it out for yourself. And I made a choice to go to play football in college and get my college degree. And then I was able to work, coach at the college level, try for the NFL, a couple Canadian leagues, and then come back and get my teaching endorsement and driver's ed endorsement. And it's been good ever since. It's hard. I have a client, his cousin tried out for an NFL team. He made it to the last cut. He's 23 or 24. Little embarrassment in family. It's tough. Have another client played football in Belo Horizonte, Brazil. Did well, got cut from the UFL, gonna try again. It's hard. And just because you have a college degree doesn't mean you're gonna get the job. I think the odds are better if you do have a degree and have education, AI skills, computer skills, people skills. You need to have a skill set and bring value to a company. That's the way I was taught. That's the way I was coached. Sit up front, be early, participate, answer questions. Shout out to the military. My cousin, she was in the Army. It's very cold. It's 20 degrees out here. And I don't know what you guys are doing, or do you have a college degree? Are you in high school? Or are you in your 20s? Do you have a child? Or are you in your 30s and this is motivating you to learn how to drive? Everyone has a different story. And the world is a cold, cruel place. Nothing is promised. Sometimes it might go to the most pretty or the most handsome. Other times, it doesn't. You have to be ready for opportunities. I see a flare. I see a warning flare on the ground. Do you guys even use those anymore? You're gonna see this flare in a moment. I'm gonna get over. I'm gonna try to get over. Yep, see the flare on the ground? Oh, yep. I know you see those flares. And all this energy is about to happen. Yep, there was a rear-end collision. I saw the trash and debris there. Yep, ooh, I can see it. Yep, that truck hit a car. And then that's got to be reported. What a mess. And if you're a truck driver and you have crashes like that, the company will take one. The second one, you're going to end up losing your CDL endorsement. And again, thank goodness we left early. And now we're back up to about 70. I don't know if I could drive a semi. I mean, I know I could drive it, but deal with this type of traffic today, 2025, going into 26. Not trying to deal with that. And that situation does test your patience. If you look back on the video, semi-trucks, cars, people. And then another one of my good business associates, she runs her own road test facility. And we're gonna get her on, interview her, talk to her, and really talk about opportunities of driving. What are they looking for? So she just called me last week. She decided to quit the current driver's education job of testing. She started her own business. I am so proud. It takes a lot. You got to be your own boss. It is scary because you got to show up every single day. And if you lose money, it's your fault because you didn't answer, you didn't schedule enough. If you make money, it's your fault. You scheduled, you answered the bell. So we're definitely going to get her on. She called me and she's trying to connect me with funding for driver's education, obtaining a car building brand. So there are really good people out there. Once you are in the industry, whether it's AI or social media or driver's education, if you're there 2, 3, 4, 5, 7, 9, 10 years, and you're grinding and you're showing people, hey, I work, I help people, I do my job, people are like, okay, I respect you. So we've always had numbers, and then you build your network of associates and friends. And this is what I'm trying to show you today. When you learn to drive, you're out here, you're going to meet people, and they're looking for someone to run their program or head security, and you have to have a car and be able to show up. I told you I got a great evaluation. I'm not late, I don't miss days, and that's what it's about. Showing up. Are you showing up for your clients? When they discuss you on Facebook, oh, he's never here, she's never there, or they did a great job. And when you do a great job, people will come back, repeat business. They'll tell their friends. And I always tell my clients, your brother or sister will be better than you, because I'm always elevating. I'm always learning more. And you have to learn more. That looks like a raptor. No, that is the T-Rex. The T-Rex! That's the T-Rex. I got a client who wants one of those. I'm not mad. I had my opportunity. I had an SRTG with the Hemi in there. Those things drink. But if you want one of those, be prepared for the insurance. Be prepared for the maintenance costs. I'm not mad. But it's going to take work. Your mom and dad can't always help you. You got to help yourself. And that's why I'm putting this together for you. I want you to help yourself. This is a Mach-E Mustang. A lot of purists, it's electric. A lot of purists hate those. Here's your T-Rex. What a difference. That thing's a monster. They steal a lot of those too, because there's a vulnerability. So I'm scanning, I'm leaving room. That truck had on the blinker, that's excellent. I'm squeezing my brake, keeping room. Just trying to take her time. That truck, that T-Rex, that thing cost $100,000. It's crazy. It's not in my pay grade anymore. We're readjusting. Let's get some heat in here. It's getting cold. You go through a lot of reflection. And I've been blessed to have people through elementary, middle school, high school, college, mentors that I can call and talk to. And it's really important. It's a lot of stop and go traffic. No one's trying to slam brakes and get rear-ended. That's stupid. Safety is no accident. Yep, here's the slowdown. Crap. And there's another police situation. I see the lights. These things happen all the time because people are careless. And they're not paying attention. There's that T-Rex. Pulling out right there. See, people are acting crazy, man. And you just gotta be very intentional. Yep, another accident up there. People just lose their mind, and they're very inconsistent when they drive. So what we can do right now. Weren't we just in a traffic jam? Yes. Are we in another traffic jam? Yes. And I understand, I see the comments, you're like, I hate driving. I get it. Sometimes I do too, when I'm really tired. Yesterday I did a 10-hour shift. So you have to take breaks in between. You got to have positive self-talk, and you got to really tell people, my dream car is Escalade. I love those. I love those. Definitely. I like the Bugatti, but more realistically for me, it's probably going to be the Sierra 1500, the turbo, the 3.1 liter with the turbo, because I tow and I have an 18-foot open trailer, so that'd be realistic for me. Right now, we're just using the wife's car, but you got to at least have 2 cars in the house, so everyone's got a different situation. And then for corporate, I'm going to show how to go ahead and get a Model 3 long range. And then when I teach adults and teens how to drive and do social emotional, I'll be taking that to different locations in the region to pop into schools, to pop into community colleges, and help people with social emotional. You got to have a plan. If you don't have a plan, you're planning to fail. And you see a lot of these jobs on Indeed and other websites, you know, I don't think they're real. Also, I recommend getting your resume professionally done. That has really helped me. Guys, you believe I'm sitting here again? This is crazy, man. I'm sitting here again. And I think, you know, the infrastructure and the General Motors CEO said it, they're going to steer in their path to have electrification. And I'm fine with that. I have a client that has the Tesla. We made some content, very cool and very practical. Man, look at this ramp. Woo, boy. What can we do? There's nothing we can do. And this is where you have preparation, you have your activities ready, so you don't run in looking like a fool and slip and fall and send the wrong email to a client. Because traffic does impact your social emotional, okay? Let me tell you. It's unusually heavy traffic today. So my battery is low in the phone. I'm gonna try to do everything I can. What are some of the talking points that you guys have learned? Can you put those comments in for me? What have you learned today? What value can I give you? I'm an automotive enthusiast. I look at different types of cars and trucks. They serve a purpose. If you're single, you know, you're going to get a sportier vehicle, you know, a coupe, a nice, fast Durango, a Mustang, whatever is comfortable to you. This Equinox is a pretty good, beginner family car, safe, not too flashy, low insurance. Currently, I'm in a 2025 Equinox. It's a lease. It's nice. I don't have to worry about automotive breakdowns. Leases are expensive. You got to put down at least $2,000 or $3,000. We saw there are police everywhere. And if you can get a car off lease, that's a pretty good setup also too. All they do is put new tires, new brakes, clean it up, scratch and dent, and then you can get a good price on an off lease. I don't know if you're going to get a warranty. I'm hearing a lot about transmissions and certain brands. You got to do your research, because you would hate to get a good used car and after 5,000 miles the transmission takes it down Okay, that happened to me in my SRT Jeep. We had a lifter failure. $14,000 later, I was very upset. Very. Because you need a reliable vehicle, you pay all this money, and then your car is sitting for months and months and months. And that's what happened to me. My SRT Jeep was just sitting at the house. So I'm very picky about cars that I buy or look at. I'm very, very picky, and you should be. It's just like we've been sitting here. Right now, I'm learning how to drive. The Chevy Volt is nice. You know, the range is a little low, but if you can get a Chevy Volt for a good price and you do your research and you watch YouTube videos, lock it in. Just like I need you guys to lock in me. I need you to lock in the subscription. Subscribe. Turn on bell notification. This has been a real video today of us just sitting here in traffic, being patient, not losing our mind. And you just got to take your time. Oh, okay. And you see this. You see this guy done lost his mind, man. What is he doing? What can we do? Nothing. And I want you to see this. I want you to see the real journey of traffic and driving and making decisions and the self-reflection. We can't have music on because of copyright issues, but I'm not showing you real life. You see all these cars literally in gridlock. The battery's good. We're at 41. I thought I was very low on battery. I'm not. I'm okay. It's just really slow today. You can't just like road rage and jump over cars and push people out of the way. You can't do that. This is the HTS, the Highway Transportation System. Just being patient. All these cars. This is the worst it's been in probably about a year. This is the cloverleaf. And this is the crossover. It's freezing. You see the police situation. There's a lot going on here. And we don't want to slam brakes. People are going to run the lights. You've got to time it. We got the block safety cameras. There's a lot going on here. And I'm just showing you real life where people just panic and lose their mind. So this is where pedestrians could get struck. Yep, there's an accident. People lose their mind. So we're going to come up and stop. And then I'm going to go through. Oh, man. That accident was right here. So you just have to be aware. And I'm really trying to tell you the truth. I'm not going to lie to you. Driving can be ugly sometimes. It can be very beautiful. It can get you where you need to go. It can be frustrating if your car breaks down, even a new car. So you really have to have positive manifestation. We gonna stop. I'm an instructor. We stop. Now we're gonna make our turn. And parking lots are very dangerous for pedestrians. Oh God, I just went over the curb. Sorry about that, guys. I cut my turn too short. I'm keeping it real with you. I'm human, just like you. And I gotta yield to traffic. And the struggle is real out here. I'm not gonna lie to you. Could have really damaged my vehicle. Oh my God. So what can you do? We're just going to try to survive and prepare and be our safe driver. I really hope you enjoy this and subscribe, turn on bell notification. I want to say thank you. Bye, guys.